It's funny. In Philly, a hoagie means cold, right?
Right.
But we call our subs hoagies.
Sure.
So you wouldn't even call the chicken
hoagie.
You wouldn't even call the chicken parm a sub. You would call it a chicken parm sandwich.
Well, I don't even call it a sub.
You know,
we don't call it a subs here. If I'm going to say the word sub, I'm referencing a cold cut sandwich as well. Hoagie sub. I'll take it from, but we say hero. It's hero.
You wouldn't say hero in Philly either.
Okay.
You just call it it would say hot sandwiches, cold sandwiches. And then it would be like Italian hoagie, turkey hoagie, whatever. And then the other side would say chicken parm, veal parm, whatever.
Question.
Yeah.
What is the etymology of the hero bread? Why is it called hero?
I think.
Also, why is it called hoagie?
I'm going to take a guess with hero that hero is because it's like when you do a hero shot in a movie. It just means big. It's big. It's like you're making something. It's grand, you know?
Head over to New York City. Hold on a second here. I finally got my goddamn glasses.
The term likely comes from New York Herald Tribune columnist Clementine Paddleworth. That's a hell of a name. Who in 1936 described a sandwich so large you had to be a hero to eat it. Yeah, so big, you know? Like,
wow.
More so than a sub, a hero can refer to both.
Sub, obviously submarine, yeah?
Yeah, because it's shaped like a submarine.
What about a hoagie? A hoagie is a submarine sandwich, but why? They were originally called hoggies before the name hoagie took hold. Why?
Italian immigrants Italian immigrants who worked at the Hog Island shipyard began making sandwiches.
Wow.
They were called hoggies for that reason.
Oh, so the hoagie, the word hoagie was born out of Philly.
It's the only place I've ever seen it called a hoagie, like.
But that has gone on to be. People call them hoagies everywhere.
But I've seen the word hoagie elsewhere, obviously. But I'm telling, like Philly, it is like you can't find a person to say sub or hero in Philly. It just doesn't. It's not a word.
Who says grinder?
Grinders,
grinders, hoagies and grinders. I thought
grinders are hot. Yeah. Hoagie.
What's the difference between a sub and a hoagie? With a sub, the bread is a softer roll cut all the way through, and the top is separated from the bottom. With a hoagie, the harder roll is preferred, and the roll is split, and the contents are stuffed into the roll and folded closed. Oh, I see. So you're splitting it, but it's going into.
That's very true because in New York, if you get a sub. Right?
Yeah.
They always cut the bread in half.
I didn't realize that.
Also at Subway, when Subway first started, they would cut like a weird shape out of the top and lift it out and then put the meat in. Hoagie always cut with the V shape. You cut the crease and keep the roll in the V with a crease on it, like a greeting card, which is what we did at Joey Rose's. I was very adamant about that. I was like, every sandwich has to be V cut.
And that helps keep everything together. Is that what it does?
It's just a different approach. It does change the dynamic of it. I can't.
The bites are different.
I couldn't explain to you why. But it does change the dynamic.
And you're
of the
saying
sandwich.
A grinder is a hot hoagie?
A grinder's a hot hoagie. Yeah, a grinder is like hot. It's a hot sandwich.
What is a grinder? A common term in New England is grinder, but its origin has several possibilities. One theory is the name coming from Italian-American slang for dock worker, among whom the sandwich was popular. Again, it goes back to the docks.
It's called a grinder because the bread requires much chewing. I guess you're grinding.
Okay, so it's just it's coming out of New England. They call it a grinder. We call it a hero. You call it a hoagie. It's fun to say that, by the way. I've never said it that way, but it's way more fun. Hoagie is not as fun as hoagie.
I've never seen a grinder that wasn't hot, but it sounds like they can be cold.
The origin of hoagies, grinders, subs, heroes, we've all covered. The next thing is a word I've never heard of in my life in reference to a sandwich. And spuckies.
A what?
Spucky.
Where the hell do you see that?
Spuckies.
Okay, spuckies.
Now, I've never heard that word in my life. And it's on there. It's the fifth name for a hero. We've heard all the other names.
God almighty, Pimp once again. Pimp, did you see what he typed?
I didn't.
Pimp, stop for a second. Don't click on the thing. Did you see what he typed?
Yeah.
What's a spuckies? He didn't even make it singular. What's a spucky?
Yeah.
What's a spuckies?
Some Bostonians still call a sub or a hero. The nickname comes from Spookadella. Spuckadella? A local bakery version of a sandwich roll.
So this is a melted one. This cheese melts, the roll crisps, salad melds with the meat. So this is a hot sandwich.
Does it strike you as peculiar that you've heard the other four terms for sandwich a million times over in your life. And this was included with those, and I've never even seen the word Spucky in print.
Yeah, it's so weird that Boston would hang on to something that the rest of the country has progressed past.
Taste buds, they coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. Two fools gonna fight, but only one food can be right. Taste buds, man, yeah, they coming to the mic, I'm talking taste buds.